We are just reminiscing right now. Thrilled to have our longtime member of our GMA family, Joan Lunden, the one and only. An anchor here for so many years, as well as a best-selling author, advocate, and a dear friend. Now she's opening up. Woo! You've got to read this, our friends. It is called Joan, Life Beyond the Script. So wonderful to lay our eyes on you and see you here.
And it's so fun to be back here with all my good buddies.
And you come bearing gifts. Your family is here.
Yeah.
Oh, look
so I have here with me today my daughters Jamie, Lindsay, and Sarah. And Jamie, get over there with the girls.
Get over there.
Come on.
Jamie, Lindsay, and Sarah grew up on this set.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lindsay has her children, Parker and Leo. Leo only wanted to meet Michael Strahan this morning.
Of course.
We're talking basketball. We're just talking basketball. A little football,
but they
too.
learned how to like focus the cameras. They used to like get up on them, and all the cameramen would like ride them around the studio while we were on the air. Of course.
And that's how it's done.
That's awesome.
Are you still asked, what time do you get up? What time do you get up?
Yes, and you know, it's a strange thing, but sometimes I'll be like walking down the street or on social media or whatever, and they'll say, I love watching you in the morning. Like I'm still on, because in their minds, there's
You're part of the family for so long.
Yeah, you really are.
Separated.
Oh, you've written books before, but this one, Joni, this really lets people in. So why now?
Well, because, you know, I think I could only do this book now with the perspective of, you know, the 25 unbelievable years in the public eye on a big broadcast, and then the last 25 years that have really been concentrated on advocacy. And you know, there was a young whippersnapper who said as I was leaving, gee, how are you ever going to top this, London? And the thing is, you don't have to top something. You don't have to do the same thing that you always did. You don't have to jump to something that everyone expects you to do. If you just keep yourself open to ideas, keep your mind open, keep your heart open to figure out where else can you kind of make your mark on this world. And it took until now for me to be able to kind of look at the whole arc and say, oh yeah, that other 25 years, that was also important. Yeah. It didn't need to be exactly the same. However, that 20 years here was pretty incredible.
So what else did you learn about reinvention?
Oh, that reinvention never retires, and you can keep changing it and changing it and changing it.
That chills.
And if you're going to take a page out of the Joan Lunden playbook, or out of this book, it's that whenever anyone asks you if you can do something, just say yes, and then go figure out how to do it.
I tell my kids that all the time.
I mean, that is how I got into the business. That is how I made my way up in the business, and that's why I've had all these extraordinary opportunities. I mean, my husband always says, you have the most extraordinary life, but what's weird is that to you it's ordinary, so you don't always see it as extraordinary, and he's right.
Wow.
Well, you do something that I love in the book, and it's so different. You have QR codes in the book. So as you're reading through the book, you can just get the QR code. You see some of your favorite television moments. What inspired that idea?
Because one day as I was writing, I thought, almost every bit of my life has been on videotape since I was 23 when I got into the business. And I wonder if I could do that. And I called my attorney. He said, well, do you own it all? I said, it's all on YouTube. I don't even know how it all got on YouTube. He said, if it's on YouTube, you can do it. So I have QR codes all throughout the book. I made a decision to put them at the end of chapters because from a literary sense, you want the person to be able to read the story, get into the story. And I wrote this book twice. I wrote it first, and my publisher said, it's an autobiography. It's Joan Lunden reporting on Joan Lunden's life. They're going to want a memoir. That's what your reader's going to want. So now it's more like kind of a historical fiction, which is the book I like. You know, so write the book that you like to read and really take people into the moments. Don't tell them what happened. Tell them how you felt and how scared you were, how vulnerable you were when that happened.
Was it hard to dig in like that? Was it hard to dig in like that?
Oh, this is my 11th book. I've never dug in like this book. This is 11 years in the making, believe it or not.
And the stories you can tell. I mean, you have lived it. And one of the stories that you include that is, I mean, it's just a pivotal moment, is your first day at Good Morning America, and your little baby on your lap. And it's such a full circle moment to see the girls and the
know.
grandkids here in the studio. It's so nice to see everybody here. Can you tell a little bit about what it's like? I know we all who are parents can have our own experiences of bringing the kids to work, but you really raised the kids.
They were all
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Uncle Sam was a big part of their life.
you carried them all around. So, you know, it was just one of those things. I was not like a flag-waving feminist. I was just a young girl who was 29 years old, and I got the call, and they said, you just got offered the job of Good Morning America. And 20 minutes later, my gynecologist called and said, congratulations, you're pregnant. And it never really occurred to me to say, oh man, that would have been so great, but you know, the timing was just bad. I just said, all right, how am I going to do this?
Yeah, you followed your own advice.
And I said to my agent, will you call them and tell them that I need to bring the baby with me because I'm breastfeeding? Now remember, this is 1979.
Very
One of the
Very
words
different.
you could not say on television
No.
was breast or breastfeeding.
Right.
But
How dare you.
But you know what? Kudos to ABC. They let me.
Yep.
It was supposed to be the best kept secret, but they threw this big press conference
Yeah,
right
they
after
did.
the first show, and you know, Time Magazine, Newsweek, like right off the bat. We hear you're bringing your baby to work. How did you get ABC to do that? And the breaking story of that day became the fact that a major media company was allowing a woman
Yes.
to be a mom. And you know, it never really interfered. Well, one morning it kind of did. One morning I was interviewing some senator about President Ronald Reagan's trickle-down economics theory. And I guess it was time for baby Jamie to feed because I inflation and trickle down.
Oh no!
Other than that, everything we
Any mom out there, you know, came down with a blow dryer, and the show goes on.
You know what? It's life, baby.
I know.
It's life.
You changed everything. You made so much history. It's just lovely to see you. I can't wait to read that.
And to open doors for all of us
Yeah.
working
Yeah,
moms.
you really did.
You know, I mean, you paved the way. So thank you.
Thank you.
OG,
Thank you.
OG, she's the OG. And we want everybody to know Joan, Life Beyond the Script is out now. And for old time's sakes, you want to take us to break?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And coming up, Christian Bale and Jessie Buckley are here live to talk about their new movie.
Well done.